Hello students, now we are going to see the subject of commerce. Unit 9, Entrepreneurship Development. Under this entrepreneurship development, we are going to see the topic types of entrepreneurs. So here so many subtopics have given. The first one is types of entrepreneurs. The second one is classification according to function. The third one is classification according to type of business. The fourth one is classification based on technology adopted. And the fifth one is classification in terms of motivation. And the sixth one is classification based on development stage. And the seventh one is classification according to area. And the last one is classification according to ownership. Now we can see the meaning of entrepreneurship. In previous class, we have saw that entrepreneurship generates employment opportunities to many people besides providing self-employment to the entrepreneur. Any business venture which started triggers a variety of economic activities like purchasing raw material, creating employment opportunities and so on. Thus, entrepreneurship become crucial for overall economic development of a nation. Though the word entrepreneur is a general term, they are called by different names which depends upon the function they perform, business they engage in, technology they adopt, the area they start the venture, the level of development they achieve in the venture, then type of ownership held and motivation given to them. So these are all about the meaning of entrepreneurship. Now we can see some of the sub-classified of entrepreneurs. So this is the types of entrepreneurs. Under this, the first one is based on function. So under this based on function, it is classified into innovative, imitative, Fabian and drone. And the second type is based on types of business. Under this types of business, it is classified into business, trading, industrial, corporate, agricultural, retail, service. And the third type is based on technology. Under this, it is classified into technical, non-technical and professional. And the fourth type is based on motivation. Here it is subclassified into pure, induced, motivated and spontaneous. And the fifth type is based on development. It is subclassified into first generation, modern and classical. And the next one is based on area. Under this based on area, it is classified into urban and rural. And the last type is based on ownership. It is subclassified into private, state and joint. So under this, the first function is classification according to function. And under this, the first type is innovative entrepreneur. So innovative entrepreneur is one who assembles and synthesizes information and introduces new combinations of factors of production. They are characterized by the smell of innovativeness. These entrepreneurs sense the opportunities for introduction of new ideas, new technology, new markets and even creating new organizations. So the innovative entrepreneurs are very much helpful for their country because they bring about the transformation in lifestyle. So this is called to be as an innovative. The second type is imitative. It is also known as adoptive entrepreneur. He simply adopts successful innovation introduced by other innovators. These entrepreneurs imitate the existing entrepreneurs and set up their enterprise in the same manner. Instead of innovating, they just imitate the technology and methods which are innovated by others. These entrepreneurs are very helpful in less developed countries as they contribute significantly in the growth of enterprise and entrepreneurial culture in these countries. Further, by adopting the technology which is already tested, they generate ample employment avenues for the youth and therefore they are treated as agents of economic development. So these are all about the meaning of imitative entrepreneur. The next one is Fabian entrepreneur. The Fabian entrepreneur is timid and cautious. He imitates other innovations only if he is certain that failure to do so may damage his business. So they are very much skeptical in their approach in adopting or innovating new technology in their enterprise. They are not adaptable to the changing environment. They love to remain in the existing business with the age-old techniques of production. They only adopt the new technology when they realize that failure to adopt will lead to loss or collapse of the enterprise. And the last one is drone entrepreneur. So these entrepreneurs are conservative or orthodox in outlook. They never like to get rid of their traditional business and traditional machinery or systems of the business. They always feel comfortable with their old-fashioned technology of production, even though the environment as well as the society have undergone considerable changes. Thus, drone entrepreneurs refuse to adopt the changes. They are laggards as they continue to operate in their traditional way and resist changes. His entrepreneurial activity may be restricted to just one or two innovations. They refuse to adopt changes in production even at the risk of reduced returns. So this is called to be as a drone entrepreneur. The next type is classification according to type of business. Under this, the first one is business entrepreneur. Business entrepreneur is called solo entrepreneur. He or she is the one who conceives an idea for a new product or service and establishes a new business enterprises to translate his idea into reality. So he or she may establish small or large enterprise to commercially exploit his or her idea. He or she takes up production, operations and pursues marketing activities. So this is called to be as a business entrepreneur. And the second one is trading entrepreneur. Trading entrepreneurs are those who restrict themselves to buying and selling finished goods. They may be engaged in domestic and international trade. Their core strength, which lies in distribution and marketing, they get their income by way of commission and marketing. The next one is industrial entrepreneur. These are entrepreneurs who manufacture products to cater to the needs of consuming public after identifying the need left unfulfilled by the manufacturer hitherto. They may be small, medium and large entrepreneurs. Industrial entrepreneurs mobilize the resources of various types and create an entity to manufacture the products or service. They add utility to products rolled out by them, which is termed as a value addition. This is called to be as an industrial entrepreneur. And the next one is corporate entrepreneur. Corporate entrepreneur is called promoter. He or she takes initiative necessary to start an entity under corporate format. He or she arranges to fulfill the formalities to start a corporate entity under the company law. Corporate entrepreneur assembles all the resources and put in place organization to run the business on a day-to-day basis. In a corporate form of organization, ownership and management are considered to be separated. Thus, corporate entities are registered under the Companies Act or under the Trust Act. So these are all about the meaning of corporate entrepreneur. The next one is agricultural entrepreneur. Agricultural entrepreneurs are those entrepreneurs who raise farm products and market them. They use the various inputs like labor, fertilizer, insecticide, water technology, etc. It is to raise the products and market their products either directly or through cooperative entities or through brokers or through tie-up with large retailers. Those who raise allied products like poultry, meat, fish, honey, skin, flowers, silk, fruits, etc. are called to be as an agricultural entrepreneur. In short, these entrepreneurs pursue their venture in agriculture and also in allied sector. The next one is retail entrepreneurs. Retail entrepreneurs are those who enter into venture of distributing the end product to final consumer, while wholesale entrepreneurs take up the venture of distributing the products to retailer. They used to buy the goods in small quantities from numerous wholesalers and make it available different products of different brands under one roof to end the consumer. So this is called to be as a retail entrepreneurs. And the last one is service entrepreneurs. Service entrepreneurs enter into the venture of supplying service products to end consumers. This includes hoteliers, airlines, banking, insurance and financial service providers, then bus operators, advertising firms, manpower suppliers, etc., which will comes under this service entrepreneurs category. So these are all about the meaning of service entrepreneurs. The next one is classification based on technology adopted. Under this, the first one is technical entrepreneur. Technical entrepreneurs are such of those craftsmen like welder, fitter, moulder, turner, carpenter, then photographer, repairer, sculptor, potter, wireman and so on, who start a small ventures. They turn out products or services of high quality. This type of entrepreneur demonstrates their creative talents by producing innovative products, and also their strength lies in skill or knowledge of producing a specialized product. So this is called to be as a technical entrepreneur. The next one is non-technical entrepreneur. Non-technical entrepreneurs are those who do not possess any technical competence to produce the goods or service, but have special talents to market the products successfully or expertise to distribute the products produced by technical entrepreneur effectively to channel members and end consumers. So this is called to be as a non-technical entrepreneurs. And the last one is professional entrepreneur. Professional entrepreneur is one who is having a rich expertise in starting a venture but lacked interest in continuing the venture as a manager or as a owner. He or she simply sells out the venture started by him to someone else after its successful takeoff. They keep on conceiving new ideas to develop alternative projects. In short, these entrepreneurs have got professional expertise in starting the venture and exiting it after the establishment. So these are all the meaning of professional entrepreneur under technology adopted. The next one is classification in terms of motivation. Under this, the first one is pure entrepreneur. Pure entrepreneur is one who may or may not possess an aptitude for entrepreneurship but is tempted by the monetary rewards or profits to be earned from the business venture. He is status conscious and wants recognition. Their egos do not permit them to work for somebody else. They apply their knowledge, skill and insight in making the venture a great success in order to earn maximum profit out of the venture. This is called to be as an pure entrepreneur. And the second one is induced entrepreneur. Here, incentives, concessions, benefits offered by government for entrepreneurs motivates him. Most of the entrepreneurs who enter into business are induced entrepreneur, as various kinds of financial, technical and managerial facilities are provided by the government to promote entrepreneurship. The next one is motivated entrepreneur. These entrepreneurs are motivated by the desire to make use of their technical and professional expertise and skills. They are motivated by the desire for self-fulfillment. They are further motivated to develop the venture to a saleable stage so that he or she can sell the venture at a super profit to certain entrepreneurs who do not like to take risk in setting up a new venture but desire to buy well-developed venture promising great profit prospects. This is called to be as a motivated entrepreneur. The next one is spontaneous entrepreneur. They are motivated by their desire for self-employment and to achieve or prove their excellence in job performance. They are natural entrepreneurs. They are supposed to be bold, optimistic and enterprising persons. They have passion for meeting the challenges. So this is called to be as a spontaneous entrepreneur under the terms of motivation. And the next topic is about classification based on development stage. Under this, the first classification is first generation entrepreneur. First generation entrepreneur is one who starts venture by virtue of his knowledge, skill, talent and competence. He or she innovates a product or service by technical expertise which is possessed by him or her. These entrepreneurs do not have any family background or prior exposure to the venture initiated by them. They are self-made entrepreneurs. So this is the first generation entrepreneurs. And the second one is modern entrepreneur. Modern entrepreneur is one who keenly observes the dynamics of the market with the eagle eye and identify the unfilled gaps, if any, in products or service marketed. He or she takes initiative in starting the venture to cater to the unmet needs of the market. So this is called to be as a modern entrepreneur. And the last one is classical entrepreneur. Classical entrepreneur is one who starts his own venture as a family business. They are called lifetimers. They engage in business as a matter of routine. Their prior exposure to business environment impels them to commence venture of their own. Thus, entrepreneurs from the business families are called to be as an classical entrepreneurs. The next topic is about classification according to area. Under this, the first one is urban entrepreneur. Entrepreneur who commences his entrepreneurial activity in urban areas like state capital, district headquarters, towns, municipalities, etc. They may be industrial entrepreneur or corporate entrepreneur or retail entrepreneur. So this is called to be as an urban entrepreneur. Next, rural entrepreneur. These are people who start venture in rural locations. They are provided a lot of economic and fiscal incentives to start their venture in rural and semi-urban areas in order to check the exodus of rural people to urban centers in pursuit of employment opportunity. As a result, the cost of operation of rural ventures tends to be low. Agricultural and trading entrepreneurs prefer to set up their venture in rural areas. So this is all about the rural entrepreneurs according to their area. The next topic is classification according to ownership. Under this, the first one is private entrepreneur. Here under this private entrepreneur, the venture started by individually or by collectively at their own risk after mobilizing various resources in order to earn profit are called to be as a private entrepreneurship. The second one is state entrepreneurship. Under this, trading or industrial ventures started by government under various formats like company, corporation, departments, board denotes a state entrepreneurs. And the last one is joint entrepreneurship. Ventures started and owned by both private individuals and government denote joint ownership. Thus, these are all about the classification of entrepreneurs. Next assignment. The first question is distinguish between rural and urban entrepreneurs. Distinguish between rural and urban entrepreneurs. And the second one is explain about the agricultural entrepreneur. Explain about the agricultural entrepreneur.